Hello everybody, Mr. here, and finally I am able to review Wave 3. Thank you fans, new and old, for waiting for this day. And yeah, it's gonna be great. Alright, so I will be doing the typical, like, I don't know, taking them out of the bags, whatever you want to call it, unboxing. It's not a box, it's a bag. But for the first one, we have Jet. And I took him out of the bag first because I just wanted to take a look at the figures, first of all, before I actually did review video. So I'm not taking him out of the bag, but you'll see me take all the rest and you'll see what they look like in the bags, if you want to see that. So yeah, here's Jet. I was pretty excited about this figure, and we've got Storm 2 from, Wave 2, which that video was so long ago now, and I feel really bad for leaving you guys hanging for so long, but it's been taking a while because they took down their World Minifigures site and blah blah blah, and yeah, I ordered them from AliExpress. I can put a link down below if enough people are interested in getting that link, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory and a lot of people are just finding them for themselves. So yeah, but I will put that link down below. Yeah, Jet obviously comes with the skateboard, which is supposed to represent extreme gear. It comes in a darker green here with, I think those are black tires. They look blue in the camera, but they are actually black. Yeah, typical skateboard. Obviously none of this is official Lego, so it's all like cheap plastic. But like, it's not horrific. For like bootleg minifigures, I'd say it's pretty good. One thing I'm just gonna say about quality things, and then we'll talk about printing. The arms are very stiff. You had to put them on yourself, so very stiff. I'm sure as like you move it around a bunch, it gets more loose, but it's very stiff to begin with, and you want to be careful that you're not breaking them when you're putting them on, because that does happen. Another thing is that obviously because they're bootlegs, the holes on the bottom and on the back are going to be a little smaller, so it will be hard to stand them on normal stuff. Like, you can tell there was a bit of force put in there just by the tone of my voice. But yeah, so it's gonna be a little stiff. You can't expect perfect quality from figures like these, because they are knockoffs. But I'd say as far as like official stuff, these are pretty good ways to get like figures that of characters that we're probably never gonna get in Lego form. I mean, at least I hope. Like, I hope we do, but probably not. So these are a pretty good alternative. Jet here, major complaint is that the legs are white and they have prints on the entire of them. Like, the print itself isn't terrible, but it is very noticeable, the different shade of green, especially on here, and you can tell it's printed on. And then you have like the waist is a different color than the torso, so a lot of different colors of green here, which is a little upsetting, but that's okay. I mean, it's bootlegs, right? You've obviously got iconic shoes there. At least that's iconic to me, that little thing at the front. But yeah, he's got a bit of a tail at the back printed on. You've got that nice little, like, I don't know, like fire-ish design that Jet has. And Storm and Wave also have that kind of thing. And you've got like some hair at the front. The head itself, obviously this is probably the best part of this entire thing, or at least all the figures, is just the head mold. I quite like this. I feel like it's very long. It could have been like pointed down a bit more, but I'd say as far as like a mold goes, it's pretty good. Pretty ambitious. It's large at the back, and compared to Storm, obviously, Jet looks huge. But I do love like the beak at the front, and the eyes very nice, and the printed on the molded on goggles also looks fantastic. So I'm very happy with that. So yeah. Let's move on. Okay, so next I'm going to open up Metal Sonic. And I will point out something about the packaging. I do appreciate that they have their logo on it now, so now it's kind of like, oh, it's their brand. But yeah, I'll open this up. Alright, so, just to say a few things, I actually quite like this Metal Sonic for some reason. I think it's the legs that are just giving me those vibes, or I don't know if it's the arms. But again, these arms, not for Metal Sonic, these are for Metal Knuckles. I really hope they make Metal Knuckles, but I don't think they're making Sonic figures anymore. Anyway, best part about this figure, I think, is just the legs. Super cool. I think those use the, I can't remember what it was called, but it was in the collectible minifigure series. What was it? Greek creature, something like that. I can't remember. But that's what these legs are based off of. Obviously this is knockoff, but the prints are very nice. Like, I'm really impressed at that printing on those legs. And obviously I think the torso is the exact same as the original Metal Sonic that we first got in the first wave. The head looks a bit different, but I think that's just printing issues, or better printing. I mean, the orange is a bit more vibrant on this Metal Sonic, so interesting. And the gray is a different color as well. So this is interesting. I kind of like this head. Just like looking at it, but I feel like the eyes they're really close together. Yeah, the backs, just different printings, I guess, like different colors. I think, oh, they do have different printing. So OG Metal Sonic first wave has a bit of printing on the bottom there for the waistline, to separate that, and this Metal Sonic does not. So a bit of a different torso, but very interesting nonetheless. And obviously you've got these arms, which, yeah, they're okay. That's Metal Sonic, I guess. Now, I'm obviously not going in any particular order when I'm opening these, but yeah, so here's Espio. So here's Espio. He kind of looks a little funny. I don't know, he's got that kind of face that, you know, he looks like he smelled something bad. But I mean, I feel like that's Espio in general. Sorry, Espio fans. He comes with clear emeralds and a ring. We've seen so many of those. I really don't care about accessories, I just want the figure. Printing at the front, pretty basic. We've got his little like things on the side. I don't know what those are called, but I know there's a name for those kind of things that like Ninja have. You've got nice printing at the back. Yeah, he's obviously chameleon, so he's got that nice tail and a little bit of the little things at the back, spikes, whatever you want to call them. The boots, very nice printing. Well done job there. Obviously at the top there, they can't get as much printing, so you will see the leg coming through at the top. But yeah, and the head itself, very nice. And like, I appreciate that it's a much different like head than say like the Metal Sonic one. Like, it's obviously, they probably worked with it a bit, but like, you can obviously tell it's not the same at all, I don't think. Like, that's very different. So I can really appreciate that. You've got the nice horn at the top, or at the front, and it's nicely painted. Well, not painted, but printed, whatever. And yeah, he's a chameleon, he looks a little cross-eyed. And I mean, I feel like they could have done a better job of just making like the eyeshadow type thing darker, just so that when you're looking at him from the front, it looks a bit better. And he looks really like reddish on camera here, but I can guarantee you he's basically like your basic Espio color. So he does look a bit better than he does on camera, so yeah. Alright, time for the excuse for villain, Infinite. I have nothing against Infinite, but I feel like they could have just done a better job of using him as a villain, and he has a lot more potential than they used, and like, he's dead now, so that's canon, by the way. But yeah, this guy's dead. Anyway, let's talk about the figure, because we're not talking about canon. He comes with these two like red power pieces, which again were, I think, introduced in the like Marvel or DC line, can't exactly remember. But yeah, they're very nice to get those. I don't know if these are the accurate colors for his gloves, but it comes with black, so it is what it is, I guess. Nice print at the front, which is supposed to be the Phantom Ruby. At the back, we've got, I don't exactly know what that is. It's almost like spine printing, that's weird. Oh, it's just the suit he wears, right, yeah. Yeah, and then you've got the tail, the jackal tail, and he's a jackal, so yeah. Kinda just got that look to him. Not much else to say. The boots, yeah, those are boots. Those are looking like Infinite's boots, alright. They've got like the pointy thing at the front. Because he's a villain, so he's got pointy boots, right? Oh man. Yeah, Infinite's a villain. I love the head though. Like, I really appreciate how they did the head mold, and I think they really did him justice. Like, I love just all the individual hairs at the back here. It looks very nice, and then you've got the mask that just, you know, obviously that's the main point of him. But you've got the mask there, and it looks like you've got like black inside too. So it's actually almost like, hey, like there's this mask, but you know, even with the figure here, like Infinite literally has his face in there. So super cool. And obviously this is what the mask looks like. So there's not much else to say about it. It's like very accurate. And the printing itself, very, very well done on the eye here and stuff like that. So Infinite, probably one of the best figures of this wave. Yeah, so if you like Infinite, I would definitely recommend getting this figure because it is very, very good. So yeah, anyway, get out of here, man. Alright, so this character, I have major complaints. It took me forever to get these hair pieces in place on the back here because they are separate. And they don't even fit properly, which is upsetting, but whatever. It's bootleg, so it's gonna happen. And I'm never touching this figure again, so not a problem. The head, yeah, it Styx's head. It's not terrible, but that's what Styx looks like. You've got nice printing on the front of her like normal garb that she wears in Sonic Boom and stuff like that, and yeah, honestly, I don't care much for this figure. I don't know if there's too many Styx fans out there, but this is not a great figure, in my opinion. Like, I do like the head mold, like the ears are nice, face is nice. It's just the fact that these don't go in, not the greatest. I do wish it was molded in together, and I understand they can't have like that big of molds, but considering how big Jet's head is, I feel like they could have done a better job. And I'm not even gonna hit her off because I don't want these things to fall off. Hey, it's chaos. Alright, so this figure is pretty good. There's not much to say about a figure that is literally just water. Except for the, you know, the printing's nice. You got some bubbles and stuff like that, and like, yeah. If you didn't know that Chaos was made of water, I don't think you'd really be able to tell that, hey, this is water. But like, I do appreciate that it comes with these Power Blast pieces. These are very fun. Do they work as well with Lego? Let's see if we can hit Styx from here. Fake Lego. Oh, holy heck. Okay, I lost that. Those are pretty good actually, for bootleg or fake plastic. I think because it's so stiff, it like flies a lot farther. Arms are very stiff as well. But yeah, fake plastic, these are probably better and they will hurt a lot more. Yeah, don't like that the hands are white. I wish they were blue as well, but like, that's okay. And then the head is very, very nice. I like that there's printing on, like, here, let's remove this, because the body, pretty lackluster on its own. I mean, the printing on the back arms and stuff like that, pretty nice. But like the head itself, very, very nice. Like, I really appreciate just the shaping of the front, and just like here, I wish they put something in there, or like just put a pink thing there in there, maybe, just to indicate like, hey, the brain's in there, or something like that. But still, very, very good figure. Probably another one of my favorites, despite the fact of how plain it is, but yeah. And Chaos, very good villain. Yeah, anyway. Oh wow, he's like that. Testament of how stiff they are. Hey, it's your boy the Hooligans, or your boys, and here's alright, so here we have Bart the Polar Bear, who I'm very happy with this figure. Like, great head. Great representation. Yeah, now they've got the little scarf there. You can see it at the back. You've got a nice red toque on the top. And I'm getting a lot of Knuckles vibes, or at least the head, which I think they probably like modeled it-ish, just because that would make sense, given that they're kind of, I mean, similar. You can compare them. And like, yeah, Sonic the Fighters and stuff like that. You've got the nice brown boxing gloves there, obviously. Like those are introduced, I think, in the Lego minifigures line, so obviously these have been copied. But yeah, very nice. I like this bark. I don't know what else to say. I like that there's the stuff at the front there. I wish they had done that for Tails, maybe. The Tails minifigure, possibly. You could have done something like this. That would have made people happy. But you gotta put it on Bark instead. I mean, even without this, Bark would still look pretty good. But like, you could have put that on Tails. Yeah. But that's Bark. And last but not least, we have Knack, or Fang, whatever you want to call him. So here's Knack the Weasel, Fang the Sniper, whatever you want to call him. I call him Knack personally because Knack, Bean, and Bark just seems to work a lot better. I mean, in terms of names. So yeah, very nice figure. Chrome pistol, obviously this is cheaper plastic, but I mean, hey, it's nice chrome. It's not bad, and it is tight in there. But he looks pretty good. I do gotta say, I do like just how they did the head and stuff like that. It looks kind of funny when you take off the hat, because he's got the big thing on his head to put the hat on, so you don't want to take that off. And I feel like the hat just is a bit too high on his head. But I mean, for a bootleg figure, it's pretty good. And I really appreciate that they're doing kind of like these kind of characters as opposed to like all the mainline characters. So yeah, comic book characters. I mean, technically they're not comic characters, but like I'd say these designs are more based on their comic iterations. But yeah, you've got a nice tail back there and stuff like that, and you've got, again, white legs with stuff printed on, but I feel like they did a better job with this one, I feel like, just because it's a darker color and maybe it's a bit easier, but again, you can see that there's different colors and it's not as great. So yeah, but I mean, still, pretty good figure. I'm pretty happy with this one. So yeah, stiff legs. So that's wave 3. It's been forever since it came out, but I'm finally glad that I'm able to review it like a lot of you guys have requested. So yeah, glad that I could do it. And hey, if you guys want to see wave 4, because I do have wave 4 now, if I can get a lot of love on this video, I will definitely do wave 4. But that means you guys gotta, like, you gotta hype this up. Like, you gotta make a big deal about it. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys watching. Love your support, and yeah, thanks for being here. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.